Hello and welcome. So I have been reading the imperialis militia rules for Horus Heresy, and it got me thinking. See, the Imperial Guard has always been one of the more expensive armies. Low point cost meant more money was needed to field a decent sized force. And this has always been the case. The Guard has been a cool army to use, with many bodies side by side, with massive tanks and artillery pieces, with epic leaders, each with their own legendary stories. So collecting Imperial Guard for Warhammer 40k is actually kind of fun. Now, with the imperialis militia rules have been released for Horus Heresy, means that many Imperial Guard models have doubled their value for money, with these models being able to be used in both Warhammer 40,000 and Horus Heresy, including the brand new gun battery line, making the Astra Militarum combat patrol box compatible in both game systems. Now, the Astra Militarum combat patrol box is the only one that all the models can be used in Horus Heresy. At the moment, still waiting on full demon rules. Even the Adeptus Custodes box has the Virtus Praetors, which has the Dawn Eagle jet bikes, which can only be used as a proxy, and unless there's been a FAQ, I can't see them in the Liber Imperialis book, which is actually kind of a shame, because they actually look better, in my opinion. Now, is the combat patrol box worth getting for Horus Heresy? Yes, it is a good saving at £95, saving you £52.50, gives you a free unit and the command squad for £5. So yes, it is a great saving. The points for Horus Heresy are very low, as Imperial Guard tend to be. The infantry squad in Horus Heresy is a full 20 models at 80 points. This makes it 4 points a model. The inability to split fire in Horus Heresy means adding a special weapon, well, it's just a waste of points. The infantry squad is there to die. Next is the Sentinel at 60 points. Give this walker a last cannon to give him a decent weapon at plus 15 points. Because of a mechanized subtype, it has no negative effects to fire a heavy weapon. No hunter killer though. The new gun battery is usable, as I said, in Horus Heresy at 45 points for one, and because you get two, that makes it 90 points. Unfortunately, as far as I can see, there is only the one heavy las cannon that can be used, so you can't use the other bit. I mean, you could probably proxy the mortar, but as far as I can see, it's only the heavy las cannon that you can use. And honestly, that's not too bad. It is strength 10, AP 2 and Sunder. So it has a high armor penetration, and you get to reroll it. Strength 10, so it's a 4+. It's going to damage everything. And with 2, you can use these on the vehicles. You can lose up to 14 hull points in a turn. It's very good for anti-tank at the extra 20 points. So that's 130 points in total. The HQ unit is the militia command cadre at 45 points. Add the standard and Caparis armor for an extra 30 points. The Caparis armor gives them a 4+ save, which is definitely needed for Imperial Guard. And the standard makes them stubborn and adds an extra wound when counting the close combat score, making a close combat patrol around about 400 points, which is pretty much what it would be anyway, so it's not too bad. Now if you add another, that means you can add the 4 bodyguards from the new box to the old command squad for another 48 points. The Carapace armor for these new additions is free, so that's good. You're not paying actually any for them. It says it's 20 points for the squad, and you can have up to 15 bodyguards at 8 points a model. So even the points drop on that as well. This leads you to create a Force Commander. This is 100 points. Well, the Force Commander can be mounted on a horse, which means you can use the High Lord of Terror Imperial Commander as well, and you proxy him in as a Force Commander. Anyway, the Force Commander on foot, this is 100 points with 10 points for Carapace armor. Bonus the Force Commander gets gives the militia a lot of buffs, including the personal favourite Survivor of the Dark Age, allowing the command cadre and grenadiers to use land raiders and runners for support. 2 boxes will give you around about a 1,000 point army, as you can expect. Additionally, there is some next steps, and there is many. I was thinking about what ones I would do personally, like I might get a Bane Blade, but you can only use the basic one at 400 points. There's no Shadow Sword or other variants available. Of course, they do have the extra gubbins you can add to the Baneblade. But personally, what I would do, I would pay the extra £5 and take 2 Proteus Land Raiders. You get lots of big guns, lots of las cannons, and though you do lose the big gun of the Baneblade. And of course, there's transport because of this you can use with the Survivors of the Dark Age. Now, a third box is another option, and you can give you 2 Grenadier squads instead of 1 infantry squad. This gives you 4 special weapons. I would use Melter guns personally, because a plasma gun is probably going to kill the wielder. Melter guns give you an extra d6 for armor penetration of the vehicle under half range, so 6 inches. There is a severe cost of range here, maximum 12, but it is only for 5 points for one, so extra 20 points for your army, and it's worth it because it is a strength 8 weapon with an AP 1. So is the Astra Militarum combat patrol box worth getting for Horus Heresy? Yes, it is a great starter and additional for the new imperialis militia force. It has big guns that the militia needs for both Horus Heresy and 40k. I forgot to mention you can give the gun battery calf pace armor. Because they are pretty weak, this would definitely be worth adding the points to increase their survivability. And playing against Imperial Guard a lot, I do know how fragile they can be. There is also the maneuverability of the Sentinels, who have the heavy weapons. The only problem is, because you cannot split fire with special weapons, infantry squads with special weapons are just a waste. Just give them all las guns. And the las gun does have rapid fire, so at 12 inches that is 38 shots if you don't give the sergeant a las gun at half range. So it's pretty good. So it's not too bad. I mean, they are Imperial Guard and they are what they are. So it's definitely worth getting for your Horus Heresy force. Now, what would be a good next step? Because I was looking at some of these and I'm hoping we see some demons. So the Demon Combat Patrol box would be available for Horus Heresy as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Link to Wayland Games, if you want to get the Combat Patrol box, is down below, as is for Wayland Planet and my merchandise, my comic, and for Patreon, which I actually kind of updated today, but I completely forget to do all the time. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the hobby. Do you like Horus Heresy? What do you think of Imperialis Militia and their rules and everything else? Thank you once again for watching, and goodbye.